How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Pointless Polo Project. It seems like it's been quite a long time between episodes, but for this one I'm taking it absolutely back to basics. This is literally the first modification I ever did on my VW Polo, and I didn't record it because I hadn't actually got a YouTube channel when I did that. It's super easy, super cheap, and literally embodies the Pointless Polo Project in one modification. As I'm sure you've seen by the title, I'm painting my VW logos black because they have gotten kind of shabby. I'm going to peel off the paint, put the new paint on, and show you guys the whole process. This whole job can literally be done within half an hour, 45 minutes. Give yourself an hour and a half max and you'll get it done super easy. Topic of the week this week: what is your favorite manufacturer badge? I have absolutely no idea what mine is. I think maybe Koenigsegg. I quite like Koenigsegg's badge, or I also quite like the Porsche badge, but that's quite basic. So what's your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below and have a chat about it. As always, remember to like, comment and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get into the video. So let's start by taking the front badge off. So basically just hands in like this, give it a little tug, out it comes. It's super easy, just literally just pops out like that. So nothing major, 3 tabs, give it a pull, out it comes. Obviously you can see that my badges are already black, so this is me peeling the paint off. And ultimately that's what's so great about this paint. You can reverse it whenever you want. So if you don't like the look of it in black, or you think you've done it poorly, you can just peel it all off and start over. And there we go. I mean, it's literally ruined my thumbs from the 20 minutes worth of peeling, but that's peeled enough that we can paint it. And so this is the paint that you want to be using, and if you can get some, you'll be very lucky because it's just gone on sale in Halfords and they're not going to make it anymore. So I got this for £10 a few months ago. It's going for £5 in Halfords at the moment. I just literally went there a few seconds ago and they didn't have any black left. They only had blue or red. So if you want to make a blue or red logo, you're sorted. But if you want to get a black one, then you might want to be very quick and check your local Halfords for it, and maybe buy 10 cans worth, because honestly this stuff is so useful. It is literally peelable. Once it gets a bit ruined, all you have to do is peel the paint off. And if you're wondering why I haven't got the back badge at the moment, it's because I'm going to do that whilst it's on the car, which is definitely bad practice, but I said it was going to be cheap and it's going to be easy, and it's not that easy to get the back badge off, so let's just leave it at that and get on with it. So when it comes to painting, this is a very easy paint to use. You just hold it about sort of 10 to 15 centimeters away and spray away. And you literally don't need very much. Just one full layer should do the trick. And then that's literally it. I have literally just sprayed that, and all I have to do now is wait about maybe 15 minutes. Right, now we're waiting for the front to be done. Let's have a look at the back of the car. But when it comes to the back of the car, things get a little bit more tricky. Normally you'd want to get some wire and break open the foam bits at the back, but I can't bother to do that. So I'm going to show you a much easier and much cheaper way of doing it. So here is the back of my car. And what you can see here is what I've done every single time I've done this job. Basically, get a whole bunch of paper. You could just mask this, but I prefer to get paper because it makes it a little bit easier. You want to sort of stuff one in straight through the badge, and then basically make this nice little circular pattern around it to protect the paintwork, so that when I spray this on there, none of it goes in the paint because I keep it all concealed to this little area right here. Then, in terms of obviously doing this on a flat surface, all you have to do, let me move you, is literally that. It's now perfect for painting, other than the fact that it's outdoors. So as with the front badge, you want to get a nice even spread of the paint. Should go without saying, but if you're not tall enough to do this, just stand on something and it should be easy. And don't forget you can come put a second coat on if it doesn't quite work perfectly the first time. So let me just show you how that's looking. If I put this up here, you can probably just about see it. Obviously it still has to spend a little bit of time drying, so I'm going to leave the boot up still so that it dries properly and flat rather than kind of dripping off the edges of the VW logo. And then once it's ready, I will drop the boot back down and show you what it looks like. Oh, and yes, I do realise it's a very makeshift way of doing this. It's definitely not the best practice way, but it works, and that's all we care about when we're trying to keep things simple and cheap. So if we then go back and check on this one that's been waiting about 15 minutes, and there it is, you can kind of catch it in the light. It's got a few bubbles on it, so that's a little bit annoying. It doesn't normally happen like that. I assume that's just me not mixing the paint well enough. Gonna give it another coat of the paint, try and get rid of those bubbles, and we should be in a good position. Normally when I do this job, it only takes one coat. However, in this case, it's gonna require the second, probably because the paint is so old. I'd say most of the time you can assume that if you're not using old paint and you're also actually half decent at modifying cars, unlike myself, you'd probably be in a much better position. So here, as you can see, in the time it took me to eat my dinner, this is what happened. It was made perfectly black and I'm really happy with it. It's going to go really well on the car. Nice to have a proper black badge to put back on the front of the car again. And again, there's no science to this. It's literally just a case of find the little tabs, give it a little push. In fact, my thing's slightly broken, so it's a little bit easier, and in it goes. Once all the tabs are lined up, just pop it in and you're sorted. So now I think it's time to check and see if this is done. Right, so it's a little bit hard to see, but should be able to just get the fact that that is all very black. Let's move around this way. You can see it kind of in the light a little bit there as well. Yeah, it's done a cracking job of just being exactly where I want it to be, going black. So let's remove these and then we'll be in a great position. This is also pretty self-explanatory, literally just a case of pulling out all of the bits of paper. Best bit about this is that you haven't used any sellotape on the actual car, which is great. Perfect. So as you can see, we've got a little bit of runnage here, which is not the absolute end of the world. This can easily be peeled off, so I'm literally just going to get some solution to go over that. Got a little bit around here that I didn't put in well enough, but as an overall, that is ideal. 30 seconds in a damp microfiber cloth later and my mistakes are all rectified. Amazing. So even though you can't probably see it that well or as well as I can, yeah, that looks really good. If I step back from the back of the car for a second. Perfect. So you got obviously the black rims and then the black badge as well, which is super, super nice. I'm very, very happy with that, how that turned out for such an easy little job. So I think we can end the video there. Don't forget, I only spent 10 quid on this and about an hour and a half of my time. That's all I lost as a result of getting black badges on my car. Super easy, and it took me slightly long because I had to actually peel the paint first. As I've told you as well, if you don't like it, you can always just peel this off, wait about 24 hours, and then you'll be able to peel the paint back off, and you go back to having your chrome or whatever colour they were before badges. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more weekly car content. The garage is just being redone, so the Pointless Polo project will continue as soon as the garage is in a good place. I've got a lot of things I want to do to the car, but it requires a garage, so soon is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't forget the topic of the week, but as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.